Ready?
Well, we're running.
Oh, we're running. Okay. Oh, well. Of course we are. Okay. Now we know where we're starting. Okay, so, hey, Brains Nation. It's Uncle Gary on the couch with SisterTree. SisterTree is Kerri.
Yes, Kerri Joy.
And?
Brust.
And Brust. And you guys have been SisterTree for how long?
Like 6.5 years, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. And,
almost as long as I've lived here.
And you know what? I think we actually shared a venue once at the old Wild Time.
Oh yes.
You guys played like a late afternoon, and I think it was the only time we ever played Wild Time where we had a crowd because there was something big going on downtown.
Yep.
So
it was the Flogging Mollies, maybe?
Was it the pre-Flogging Molly show?
No, there was like something going on. There was some big celebration going on downtown.
Okay.
They had everything blocked off. There was a band out on the street.
And I have a memory like Swiss cheese.
Well, so yeah. So,
but I believe you. I believe that did happen.
I'm confident it was amazing.
I think, I'm pretty sure it was too. Yes. But you guys have been SisterTree for 6.5 years, and you're doing pretty well, actually. You guys just finished like 4 days at the Irish Fair, didn't you?
Yes. Yep. And how many years have we done that now? Like 5 years?
Something like, yeah.
Wow.
4 or 5 years. It's been a really organic evolution as a band.
Which one's from Minnesota?
Me.
That's from where in Minnesota?
I grew up in Northeast Minneapolis.
Okay.
I lived in St. Paul for years, over on the east side, and then just
we're on the east side.
Wheelock Parkway.
Oh, okay.
And I did a lot of like children's garden internships over here, really close to here actually. Yeah. And then I was over across the Smith Avenue High Bridge, just
nice
there, and then moved back to be neighbors with my parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. All right. And you're from Montana.
Yes.
Northwest Montana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, up kind of split my childhood between Kalispell and Whitefish, though most of it was in Kalispell, and that's where I went to high school.
Yeah. How big a town is Kalispell?
Oh, it's a healthy-sized town. It's like 20,000 people.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the larger towns.
What is Kalispell? What do they do in Kalispell?
There are a number of different industries
like mining,
there.
Or?
Most of it's logging.
Logging?
Though the logging company Plum Creek is actually located in Columbia Falls.
Yeah.
It's the north end of the valley. But it's like where all of the families most of the families live. It's like the central hub of the valley.
I'm from southern Missouri. My grandparents and their families were all loggers back in the day, back in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah. But now the biggest
work.
industry is actually the hospital. It's because it's one of the best hospitals in that upper northwestern area.
And there are not a lot of rural hospitals left, so if you get a good one, you keep it. Yeah. So, what brought you guys together as SisterTree?
Well, I'm going to let you tell because this is your favorite story.
Oh, well, I do love this.
Most of the stories we hear involve drinking, so that's the only reason I asked.
No, it was sound effects in a studio setting because we were both brought on as co-conspirators, collaborators with Tall Tales of the North Woods. So Fearsome Critters was the project, and our friend Sean McBurney got a grant from the Minnesota State Art Board to write songs for all these creatures that were kind of kept cropping up in oral history. Like in
Beaver,
folk art.
And...
No. Like the Wapaloozie with his all his claws. You could just climb up to the top of everything. And the Side Hill Gouger, which is kind of like a goat that would just kind of go
around the hill in one direction.
Are short and half his legs are long. And the Hide Behind and all these like the Splinter Cat. If you ever are walking through the woods and there's like this tree that's just like broken off at the top, it's because the Splinter Cat jumped at it.
Okay.
Or the snow. So
loggers came up with a lot of these stories.
Right.
Mill workers,
like paper mill.
Yeah.
All these different northern Minnesotan Northwoods camps. They're tall tales, and they had an oral tradition, they had a folk art tradition, a lot of representation of them in visual art, but not in song. And so he wrote all these original songs about folkloric, fearsome critters, and there we were in the sound booth making like singing harmony lines and singing like sound effects for the snow snakes who pull your boot if you get stuck in a snowbank. And I was like, she's really fun. Girl band. And then I stalked her for like 2 months saying we should play music. And she's like, I just moved here. I don't know. But then
She wooed me.
I won.
She wooed me hard.
We took pretty pictures by trees. And then we played lots of songs and played lots of gigs. And
Nice.
it's been great.
Yeah. And just has grown organically ever since.
Yeah.
We didn't start out with like a mission statement of this is what we want to do, this is what we want to accomplish.
This is our 5-year
The
plan.
best
Yeah, this is our
stuff
5-year
ever
plan.
done.
This
Yeah.
is our 6.5-year plan.
We just
We'll
want
be
it.
on the-
I don't know about you, but I haven't got a 5.5 minute attention span. That's 5.5 years.
Yeah. We just, we found that we shared a lot of the same favorites, old traditional favorite
Yeah.
songs. And that we were really enjoying arranging and singing those together. And it's kind of the track that we've taken. We've stuck to our roots.
Yeah.
And people seem to enjoy what we do,
I think
which
they-
is a nice little like
Yeah,
cherry
it's
on
always
top.
nice.
I think they enjoy how much we enjoy it. Really.
Yeah, I think that's what success we've had with this. I think it's because people watch it and they go, "These guys look like they're having a lot of fun."
Yeah.
If nothing else, it looks like they're having a good time doing it.
It
So,
almost feels like a rebellious act.
yeah, it does
to
anymore.
enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's I was talking last month. Guess when I were talking about an old TV show with John Larroquette, and the closing shot was a sign from the circus that says "Life is a dark ride," and dark rides are the scary adult rides in the circus world, and it feels like that a lot of times. So if you can get anybody that looks like they're having fun, people seem to want to
Support
to
that.
be there,
Well, to
even
share
if they
it.
just
Yeah.
watch.
To
Just
share it. I mean, that's
yeah.
part of our. I mean, if anything, that when you said mission statement, it's just to bring some happiness.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Share it.
And if you enjoy what you're doing, that's 90% of I think living a good life.
Yeah.
If you're just enjoying what you're doing as you go, and you're not hurting everybody along the way, unless you enjoy hurting everybody, in which case you probably shouldn't do that shit. Duh.
Trouble.
So with that, we are going to let you have SisterTree, and you guys are going to do an original, an old traditional. What are you going to do?
Let's do the Sylvie and the Sylvie.
They've been discussing this like nonstop since they've got here.
Oh, come on.
We don't know yet.
We never know what's gonna happen.
We like
set
to
the
wing it.
stage.
SisterTree.
Okay, I'm gonna scoot over. Okay, tell them you can scoot.
I'll scoot toward you. Just don't have to ask me twice.
Oh.
Okay, so this is going to be 2 versions of the same old tale. It's Sylvie. This is a song I learned from Nora Rendell at the Center for Irish Music, and then I had my way with it as artists do and edit a verse, and then Kerri is going to do another version of it.
Yeah, by Martin Carthy, or not by him, but it was
Inspired.
his. Yeah, it was his version of this old song.
Should we say what it features? There's a stolen watch,
And some cross-dressing.
some weapons, some jewelry, the test of love and loyalty.
I don't know what it is about our studio, but it seems to bring this out in people.
I teach K-12, so, and I have 5 children, so I tend to emote through the face.
Sylvie, a London babe. She dressed herself in a lingerie with a sword and pistol by her side. To meet her true love, waited right. She has not traveled far over the main. She met her true love upon the plain. Sat down to deliver him, and she said, "Or the cold clay, or the cold clay will be your bed." He delivered on when she robbed him of a store, she says, "Kind sir, there is one thing more. The golden ring which I know you have, deliver it, your sweet life to save. Oh, that golden ring, a token is my life I lose, that ring to save. The tender heart, just like a dove, she rode away from her true love." Next morning in the garden green, just like two lovers they were seen. Oh, the spider's watch hanging by a throat, it made him blush just like any rose. Oh, what makes you blush? It's so silly a thing. I thought you had your golden ring. It was I that brought you along the way. So here's your watch, and it goes again. I didn't intend, and it was to know you that you would be true love and love. But you had given me that ring, she said. I'd have pulled the trigger and shot you dead.
Thank you.
Woo!
So Sylvie.
Nice.